following the 2012 Wimbledon loss, only weeks later, you basically have a rematch of the Wimbledon final against Roger Federer, same location, only instead of a Wimbledon title being on the line, it's Olympic gold in the 2012 London Olympics. What was the most satisfying part of that Olympic gold victory for you?
Well, I mean, the things you mentioned there, it was against the same opponent on the same court literally 4 weeks later that, I think mentally I kind of showed myself that I was strong enough to come back from, tough losses. I also showed that I was actually learning from, a very, very tough defeat. And also the crowd in the Olympic final was very, very different to the Wimbledon final. It was
they were really on your side. I mean, it was right.
Yeah,
I mean that. And completely.
And I think it does make a huge difference. Someone like Roger is so popular all over the world, so it doesn't matter where you play. If it's in London or Australia, he gets great support everywhere he goes. And it's the first time I'd kind of been on a court against him where the whole crowd was supporting me, and it made, I think it definitely has a bearing on how the match sort of plays out. It was a very different crowd to the Wimbledon final.
To what extent did you realize it was going to be that way?
Pretty much when we walked out on the court, you just see all of the flags and all the different colours. During Wimbledon, it's not quite like that. But yeah, when literally as soon as we walked on the court, you could see it.
And then it's only weeks after that you end up winning the 2012 U.S. Open, your first Grand Slam. But why take the bathroom break before the fifth set?
Yeah, well, it was. I mean, there's a few reasons for it. I mean, we've been playing. I think it was over 4 hours at the time.
So you might have had to go to the bathroom.
We drink quite a lot too.
But I mean, there was more to it.
Yeah. Well, I basically went off the court and I just looked at myself in the mirror, and I'd been up 2 sets to love, and he'd come back and won the next 2 sets, and it was kind of slipping away from me a little bit, and I just sort of said to myself that I can't lose this match. I've got to go out there and give. I was basically speaking to myself and just saying, give everything you've got, come away with no regrets. And I think it helped a lot. It settled me down. I broke him in the very first game and went on to win the match. And I think the difference was, I mean, both of us were very tired at the end. It was a long match, but I'd never won a Grand Slam before, and I think I just wanted to win just a little bit more, and made a difference.
To what extent was there a sense of relief after that? I mean, you would think that it's all celebration, but from what I've read, there was almost an overwhelming sense of relief on your end?
Yeah, I think that was immediate sort of sensation or feeling that I had when I was on the court, and even for a few days afterwards, because it was strange. I wasn't like out partying and stuff. I was just kind of in a bit of a daze. I didn't know kind of what exactly had happened. I wasn't sleeping particularly well, but I wasn't tired either. So I would sleep like 2 hours and I would be wide awake, and obviously after sort of 10 days or so, that kind of takes its toll on you a little bit. But yeah, I was just so relieved. I worked really hard to finally do it. I'd overcome a lot of tough losses, and in the space of a couple of months from the Wimbledon final loss, I'd turned pretty much my whole career around from being sort of, I guess, a nearly man and nearly winning Grand Slams to winning an Olympic gold and winning a Grand Slam. And then that was basically the end of the first part of my career, and I'd said after that, I just want to concentrate now on the rest of my career and enjoy it.